Shalom, everybody. Once again, this is Unplug 'em. This is the second installment of the Occult Ghetto series. Uh, I hope everything is fine with y'all. It's a rainy day here in Detroit. Getting chilly. November weather does that. But we wanted to jump right into this one. This is going to be a little short series. Each excerpt I want to kind of keep to a minimum, because we have so many different things to cover. There are so many occult happenings that go on in the black community that are not discussed. The way you find your good occult researchers um, in other communities able to point out things. There seems to be a shortage of that for us. We hear some of the same things over and over again. Oh, we know about malt liquor. We know about the white man. This and is deeper than that. The white man's not even behind these things. It's a Luciferian cabal that has love for neither black nor white behind the mind control programming that you see in the hood. The government project is going to be the next installment that we do. Today we lightweight jamming, and we're just going to talk about something that some of you, I'm sure, have already noticed, but maybe it's never been put together. And then I'm going to give you a list of some of the up and coming Occult Ghetto series. And here's today. So today we're going to talk about the way I titled it was Newports, Nikes, Souls, and Spirits. Ironically, if you live in the urban community, you will find two products aimed at those communities that share a similar logo. And similar is being nice. It's actually the same logo, inverted. Now, if you know anything about American business, if you ever took a business class, or you just have enough good sense to know about biting and copywriting, you can quickly look at these two symbols and say, well, how come they're not in litigation? Why isn't one suing the other? And who trumps who between the two? How can they do that? I'm talking about every brother's favorite square. Thank you. And every brother's favorite shift. And why they have this same symbol? Why do they share this symbol? I maintain this symbol here that we see is nothing but a Nike sign. Can we? Nothing but a Nike sign. Same sign. Why? How can these two companies have the same symbol? And is it coincidental that they have the same demographic, the same target market? No, it's not coincidental. That symbol is a sickle. A sickle is used in the thrashing of wheat and grain, and also in warfare. It is used to behead one's enemy, and when it's held down, it symbolizes defeat, and being held up, it symbolizes victory. Now we know that Nike is the goddess. Nike is a companion of the goddess Athena, and so we're talking about a pagan entity on the bottom of your feet, and it is the number one selling one in the world. The most expensive and extravagant prices are paid for these shoes. And Phil Knight, who is no stranger to the occult, a lot of times when a person takes on the last name of Knight, and I do not know that he has taken that name on, but I would bet money that he has. That's not his real name, I would bet. But Phil Knight in that example, because I know someone like this who took on the last name of Knight as they got into the occult. And the rituals of the occult are most often done at night in shadow hour where there's no light of day to reveal what they're doing. So we have the victory for the athletic minded individual, to think that they're getting a victory. And then for the depressed blue collar guy, or someone who's dealing with addictions, you have the defeat. One and the same, still witchcraft by any other name. And so with the Nike, we have the bottom of the shoe, the bottom of the foot being called the sole. And I maintain it just as records are prayed over, the master tapes are prayed over, as Big Proof taught us here in Detroit and told us. It lined it right with what John Todd said as well. But you have uh, you have prayer being done over these items, and that's why so many brothers are checked in, is what we used to call it when I was coming up in Detroit. Get their gym shoes stolen and die, sometimes fight and die uh, for that Nike sign. And of course, we know what cigarettes do to the body. There was a brother who sued Newport not too long ago. Newport is the strongest one. Everybody knows that. There was a brother who sued Newport not too long ago because his mother maintained she had gotten her cancer because she was smoking since she was like 14 or 8 or some ridiculous number, because Newport used to come through and hand out squares to the kids. I want to say by way of some sort of ice cream truck, or like a truck like that, some sort of delivery truck rolling through like an ice cream truck through the projects. There was a big story about that. CNN did. So you should look that up. But Newport, I also heard when I was in the Muslim communities that Newport had to do with a new slave port in Massachusetts, I believe, is where it's supposed to be located. But uh, do we have to do any discussion about the negative intent of cigarettes? To take away the first thing that God gave you, his first gift was the breath of life. And if you sing or you rap or you speak, it's the devil's way of causing you to cause suicide upon yourself and to destroy that very gift that God gave you of the word, the vocals, the voice. So that was how the Occult Ghetto is going to go this time. We're going to keep them all under 10 minutes. Um, some of the titles we got, like I said earlier, the Occult Ghetto, the Government Projects Project. I'm going to say some explosive things about the projects, why they're called the projects, and how they are so often built upon grave sites. So look forward to that one. We're going to deal with Pac, Biggie, and Janice, Project Janice, because so much has been done on Pac and Big. I never want to say nothing about them. However, just a little quick thing the Most High showed me with the duality thing and how the Pac and Big scenario played out. What lightweight jamming. The white Jesus, black Jesus, no Jesus. Very important one to get to my brothers, my conscious brothers, who have been given a lot of academia